My first really big gig as a facilitator about 15 or 20 years ago was in Washington, D.C. I'd been flown over by my friend Rob Patterson to host a 2-day open space event for National Public Radio. And I remember lying in bed in my hotel room the night before, not sleeping, feeling incredibly anxious, thinking, what have I done? I'm so unqualified to do this. It could all go so horribly wrong. I'm way out of my depth. And I think the point at which I was able to fall at least briefly asleep was when I found myself thinking, well, clearly I don't believe in myself, but Rob clearly does. So what if he's right? And what if I back his judgment? And that allowed me to fall asleep. And the event went really well. And it's very memorable to me for all sorts of reasons. I remember at one point, somebody on the team had suggested that we run some little 15-minute process for everyone to achieve some goal. And I remember Rob just saying, oh no, they won't like that. They'll see that as just consultants' tricks. And I think it has really stayed with me, that insight from Rob. When everyone's tempted to do some process that's a little bit too clever, is you may well find that people think that's just tricks and it lowers their trust in you and you're not really doing your job. Your job really is to be a bit more present to uncertainty, I think. Another thing that Rob said that has stayed with me was no one ever throws themselves on a hand grenade for a spreadsheet, which was his way of saying that it's not patriotism, it's not the mission, it's actually the love of one's fellow soldier that makes you make sacrifices in war. And for me, it's actually a bigger thing, away from military metaphors. I think it touches on the real importance of felt human connection. If you think about my experience of doing that event, it was based on trust between Rob and me. We'd never actually met in person, but we knew each other from online conversations and blogging. And it was the human connection that got me there and got me through that event. And I think we live in a world in which we often feel starved of that human connection. And we might often look at people and think they don't even want human connection. They're so busy posting stuff and advertising their brilliant lives and writing clever thought pieces on LinkedIn. They might look a bit like hamsters on the hamster wheel, spinning ever faster, as if that's all they really want to do. And I think the truth is that they may look like they want to spin that hamster wheel, but they're actually longing for someone to give an opportunity to get off. And when I talk about my work with Unhurried, when I talk about human connection, I think I'll often be the one who'll take the risk of offering that to people, a bit of space, a bit of emotional connection. And I think people are actually really hungry for it.